from now. For a build-up, your commentators, Ryan Nugent and Donald Lenihan.
Thank you very much, Tom. This one's been hyped up to the eyeballs, hasn't it? Time now for the potential of what might be to be part and the reality of what actually is to take centre stage. And here are the 46 men who will play out this particular act of the recent drama that is Ireland against Wales. Paul O'Connell is back in the second row, the only change in the pack from the side that defeated Scotland last week. And in the back line you have the replacement of Gordon Darcy in for Luke Marshall, as Darcy and O'Driscoll played for the 53rd time together in the centre of that Irish attack and defence. The Welsh have made some changes as well. Jenkins most notably into the front row alongside Hibbard and Adam Jones. Coombs, who made his debut against Ireland last year. Partners Alan Wynne-Jones, Lydiate, Faletau and Warburton make up their back row. Mike Phillips blows hot and cold, but more often than not he's very hot for Wales. It's a big test for Rhys Priestland, Robertson Williams in the centre, and that gigantic back line, or back three I should say, well, two of the three in North and Cuthbert. And there the replacements benches, plenty on offer, but they will wait. The 30 that will start this game are on the pitch, and there's the man that will have to keep a cool head. Wayne Barnes, his fourth Ireland against Wales encounter, a very experienced referee, and a man who the players will be looking to for guidance in this opening 40 minutes. It is a belting atmosphere. It is red hot. 80 minutes of controlled fury from both sides ahead. Remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sit back, relax if you can, and enjoy as Jonathan Sexton gets Ireland underway. And Donald Lenihan, it really has everything.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for this game for so long. So many interesting matchups all over the field, and thankfully the weather conditions so much better than we might have expected during the week.
Jonathan Sexton is back there for Ireland and claims the ball. Wales up reasonably quickly but slightly fractured as Sexton sends one for Rob Carney to chase Lee Halfpenny, who wins his 50th international cap, is the man to take it, but there's a knock forward in the offload and there'll be the first scrum of the afternoon, and the put-in will be to Ireland.
Well, we did expect that Halfpenny would be tested early. Very solid under the high ball, but a worry for Wales. First scrum of the game, Gethin Jenkins back in the side for Paul James, who was so poor last week against Italy. He seemed to go over on an ankle. He's back on his feet. We'll find out soon enough just how good or bad he is, because first scrum coming so early, this would be a huge loss to Wales if he was to go.
Well, in some ways it's just taken the sting out of the opening exchange as everybody settles down and gets an opportunity to set themselves and get into the patterns, and it's a tide of emotion, and the players can't have helped but being got caught up in this.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I think both teams had identified this game as the key game of the championship, because you win it, you have so much to look forward to. Triple Crown has gone, for example, for both sides if it's lost today, but Jenkins, a key part of this Welsh scrum, back on his feet.
Gethin Jenkins winning his 102nd international cap, alongside Richard Hibbard and Adam Jones, Mike Ross, Rory Best and Cian Healy, the front row for Ireland. Two big scrum halves on show today. Conor Murray, 6'2", Mike Phillips at 6'3", two big men who will have an influence, like having an extra back row forward for both sides.
Yeah, it is the size. Conor alluded to the size of the Welsh backline. 6 of the 7 over 6 feet. But really it's the power in the front 5. That's what's going to be key today. Welsh scrum poor against Italy last week. Their line-out was also vulnerable. 6'9" Luke Charteris is gone. Ian Evans is also gone. So opportunities for Ireland at the set piece.
Down by the front rows again, and the referee penalises Ireland. Full penalty.
He's penalising Cian Healy, and well, he was on Cian Healy's side of the scrum. Mike Ross, the one who's been pinged. You have to keep your head and shoulders above your waist, and Wayne Barnes never slow to act early on the scrum.
And in a moment it goes from Ireland being in a position of attack on the Welsh 10-metre line to the Welsh having a offensive line out just outside the Irish 22, and Richard Hibbard, winning his 28th international cap, will be the man to throw the ball in for Wales. Take it to the front, down for Phillips and Priestland, and then in midfield is Jamie Roberts, and Jonathan Sexton gets to him alongside Rory Best. The ball slowed up coming back, it's eventually there and popped up to Hibbard again. Phillips popped it off to Falatau.
Good work, 3.
Phillips continues. Hibbard once more. Devon Toner, the first man to make the tackle for Ireland. Warburton chopped down. Ireland after the ball, but Wales still think they have it, and they do. Round the corner goes Gethin Jenkins. That's the Irish 22. All the Welsh players out to the right-hand side as you look. And just as I say it, they now move towards the left, and Priestland moved quickly and then brought North into the game, and Trimble up quickly to make the tackle. Good work from Andrew Trimble. That will be a confidence builder as much as anything else. Jenkins tackle comes in from Paul O'Connell on Dan Lydiot, and the penalty goes to Ireland.
Huge moment there for Ireland defensively. Andrew Trimble, so much talk about George North during the week, but Andrew Trimble well up for the one-on-one. That is where Wales build their whole game around getting over the gain line. The challenge for Ireland is to stop that. You've got to meet them head on in the tackle, and they've done that. That's a huge psychological big hit for Ireland. Paul O'Connell, the one leading the way.
Terrific kick from Sexton, big hit from O'Connell. Great work here. You'll see it from O'Mahony. Stayed on his feet, in he went, and that's where the penalty came. The lad's talking about his influence before the game. It's taken him 4.5 minutes for his first turnover.
Yeah, I think O'Mahony was really looking forward to this. 3 Lions in that Welsh back line, or in the back row. He was going to challenge them at every opportunity.
Best to Heaslip at the front, and Ireland go to the wall. They scored a try off, you'll remember last week, as Jamie Heaslip and Rory Best crashed over for Ireland's second try of the afternoon. Hasn't got anywhere. The referee warning Ireland to use it, and Conor Murray's got to go in and make sure possession is secured. Cian Healy plays scrum half. Gordon Darcy from a standing start is chopped down by Phillips. Murray back on his feet. Sexton, O'Driscoll straight and true, and 4 Welshmen in, and Warburton one of them. Now where's the ball? Is it there for Ireland, or has it been turned over? It's a scrap. No one secured it until Paul O'Connell put his big frame in charge. Devon Toner out to Dave Carney, who had no one outside him but has done well to squirt through the first line of Welsh defenders and up to the Welsh 22. This is O'Connell. O'Connell charges in, and he's hit by Lydiot. Ball should be there for Conor Murray again. Advantage to Ireland, as I think it was Lydiot didn't roll away, and The ball is still there for
No advantage.
Ireland, but the referee decides no advantage accruing. And there's a little bit of afters as
Away from the ball.
Gethin Jenkins and
Have you come on?
Rob Kearney
Already got the penalty.
have a little look at each other.
Back we come. Penalty away from the ball.
Yeah, and you just see explosive hits coming in from both sides, but Dave Kearney doing really well, space at a premium, yet he manages to get in behind that Welsh backline, make the ball available, and that's the key. But I think Dan Lydiate, the one not rolling away on the deck, and big opportunity now for Johnny Sexton. Excellent form last week against Scotland, and you just feel every penalty kick is going to be vital in this
Come
game.
around and have that look. Do you want it a bit closer?
It's his
a bit closer, yeah.
6th cap against Wales. He scored 38 points. Today, his 40th international cap.
Yeah, but you slowed that ball. You
Third
slowed the
now
ball.
on the all-time point scoring list for Ireland. And an opening opportunity as we head towards 7 minutes at the Aviva. First blood to Ireland. 7.5 minutes gone. They lead it by 3 points to nil.
And the silence deafening there for Johnny Sexton's kick. Hugely important, and Ireland having absorbed the early pressure, working their way back into the game. Some excellent defence, and Peter O'Mahony playing a role in a vital turnover.
Well, we were expecting weather of biblical proportions. It hasn't quite come to that yet, although the forecast isn't great for later on in the afternoon. But not absolutely perfect by any means. The wind's still a factor. Don't let the sunshine fool you. And the kickers and hookers in particular, and those trying to catch those big Garryones that have been sent in, will definitely have to be on their guard. Here is Jonathan Sexton. Lee Halfpenny watches it all the way, gathers plenty of time to consider the run back, which is the option that he takes. Here's Faletau. Trimble backed off him a little. Faletau has great pace and is bundled into touch where 2 or 3 photographers, in fact one of our cameramen, is sent spiralling backwards, but he's on his feet, and the ball will be put into Ireland.
Well, I think Faletau is the consummate footballer. Incredible pace with him. The cameraman, I'm sure he won't want to see that, but he goes home, getting hit by both Rob Kearney and Taulupe Faletau.
No longer Toby Faletau, going back to his original name. Ireland looking to push that ball forward and doing a decent job, and there's an advantage there for them. Referee awards the penalty in from the side against Lydiate.
That's outstanding play for Ireland. I did anticipate that they would have a dominance in the line-out area. Sean Edwards was at pains to point out all week the work that Wales were doing in trying to defend that line-out ball. But once you get the momentum going, it is very difficult to stop. Ireland are very well structured. They get the ball to the tail of it, and the only way to stop it is to bring it down illegally, and that's what Lydiate has done. That's 2 penalties he's given away at this stage, and you just wonder if Ireland could manufacture a line out 10, 15 yards out. Really, they're in a good position to make it count.
Wales 4, move!
Andrew Coombs, the man who's told to get back in his line by referee Wayne Barnes. All sorts of movement in the line out. O'Connell comes forward, and Conor Murray saw the gap that Faletau created by trying to come up quickly and cut off the pass. Henry is hit by Mike Phillips.
Don't go in that.
Murray digs it out, and it's there for Jonathan Sexton. Gordon Darcy, Sam Warburton in on him quickly. Andrew Trimble there to try and help, and O'Connell secures possession. Murray, Mike Ross, and Ross gets up to the gain line, maybe an inch or 2 forward. Cian Healy, Hibbard goes low, and Healy is eventually taken down. O'Mahony, he'll revel in this. O'Connell on his shoulder. Ball not protected. Murray has to go back. Is caught in possession. Henry there to play scrum half, and now Jamie Heaslip. And Rob Kearney had offered himself. Heaslip chose to hold on to possession. O'Connell spins it wide. Darcy did well to get down and pick that one up. Ball knocked out of his grasp, but Best is there. There is some ferocity at the breakdown. Murray. O'Driscoll, little dink in behind. Halfpenny was alert to it.
And there's a wall of red jerseys right across the field. Line speed from Wales is excellent. Space at a premium here, not an inch available. Brian O'Driscoll just noticing they're up so quickly. There is space available in behind. It was an area that Ireland exploited in the opening 30 minutes of the corresponding game last year. But Lee Halfpenny, people talk about his place kicking, but really he's an excellent fullback in terms of his positional sense. As we watched here, Rob Kearney, what a pickup from him.
Gordon Darcy.
Sorry.
Down for Conor Murray. Jonathan Sexton. O'Driscoll. And he's hit hard and he's thrown the interception. O'Driscoll not back on his feet. Wales have the ball. Coombs. Trimble up, makes the tackle. O'Driscoll still on the floor.
No, back you go now.
Jenkins. Phillips, injured player on both sides. I think it's George North who's hobbling back for the Welsh. Here's Priestland, Halfpenny, Jamie Roberts, Cuthbert. Wales have again, straight flat line. And the referee awards the penalty again to Ireland.
Just relax. Hey, fellas, just put the ball down. Ball down. No, put the ball down. Put the ball down. Put the ball down.
Worryingly for Ireland, Brian O'Driscoll still down. He got the full force. George North, 6'4", 17 stone. And that is where the line speed of the Welsh is just incredible. Scott Williams, I think, was actually the one that hit him. He felt the full force of that. It did look a little bit high, but he caught the shoulder. And didn't you just know it? All the hype and all the attention on Brian O'Driscoll coming into this game, his penultimate match here on the Aviva Stadium. What a pity it would be if he had to leave the stage.
Take a second.
Didn't quite pick that up, but I think he's saying he's just winded.
I tell you, if that's all he is after taking a hit like that, that's why he's known as the Warrior. Oh, listen to the crowd.
Cap against Wales. He scored 7 tries.
Almost as if he looked across the line to say, well done, mate, you got the first hit in, I'm not gone anywhere.
Sexton probes the touchline and gives Ireland the putting to the line out right on the Welsh 22. There's a little meeting of the back line.
Line's yours.
I'm not so sure they're going to get this ball because on the evidence of what we'd seen from the strength of that line-out maul, I think Paul O'Connell, Peter O'Mahony, Dev Toner, they're just waiting for the opportunity to try and really test this Welsh pack.
Got to secure possession first, which they do through Peter O'Mahony, and then they go to the maul. Chris Henry has it at the back, and they sort themselves out and try to get the body positions right to move forward and continue to move forward, and Wales try to disrupt Ireland, continue on their way. Now where's the ball? It's there for Conor Murray.
Good work.
Gordon Darcy again is the one that's asked to carry. Wales try to hold him up. Darcy hits the deck and Murray has the ball. Sexton, crossfield kick, lovely little dink. Trimble just ran out of room.
Inches really. Trimble managing to catch it, but the ball had gone out. But again, you go back to that line-out maul. Wales have a decision to make. Do they challenge in the air or on the ground? We're just looking here at the crossfield kick from Johnny Sexton. Just that little bit too long. You could see the intention. But as I mentioned, Wales, big decisions to make when defending that line-out.
Shortened line out for Hibbert.
4, green, stop.
Up goes Paul O'Connell, back on the Irish side. Murray has it, Coombs goes after him. Murray holds on, Alan Wynne-Jones eventually puts him to ground. Good work from the Irish line out. O'Connell to Cian Healy. Jenkins in to try and rob the ball.
Fine.
It's still there for Ireland. Jamie Heaslip. Falatau, one of the tacklers. Warburton, the other. Sexton holds on, almost able to pop it up. It's there for O'Connell, who straightens the line. Direct from Ireland. Penalty again at the breakdown. Ireland have the advantage. Sexton sends it high. Trimble will compete. North goes up. Back on the Irish side, but the referee says no advantage, and we go back for the penalty.
Well, it was a kick for nothing. Johnny Sexton knowing that he had the penalty, but listen to the lads before the game talking about the influence of Paul O'Connell. We've only had 16 minutes of this game. Already he's put in a massive hit on Dan Lydiot. He's carried the ball well, manufacturing that penalty. As we can see there, Wales off their feet again, and he was the one who set up the field position with the steal from Alan Wynne-Jones. O'Connell, that is what leadership is about, leading by example. No better exponent.
Say that again, mate, sorry.
Wales has been forced into a change. Liam Williams of the Scarlets comes in for his 9th international cap, and it's Scott Williams who's gone. He's holding the right hand up around his waist, suggests some sort of shoulder problem.
But I think that was in the collision with Brian O'Driscoll.
Another opportunity for Sexton to extend Ireland's lead. Over it goes. Ireland 6, Wales 0.
And Wales have a decision to make, no, Royal, because Liam Williams is a back 3 player. I'm just wondering, will Wales put George North into the 13 channel? He played there for Northampton, you might remember, when they played against Leinster here in the Heineken Cup with a big impact. If you remember, he scored in that opening half, and he'll be a handful if he plays in midfield.
Restart is called and collected by Andrew Trimble. Up comes Williams to make the tackle.
Inside.
Murray with the kick, and it's a very good one. Now, heading towards the end of the first quarter.
You got the line again, Greg.
From an Irish perspective, territory, yes. Possession, yes. And I suppose crucially from their perspective, what they've done with that territory and possession, they will be very happy with that opening 20.
No question, they've got the points on the board when they've got into the opposition too, but of equal importance, Ryle, they've stopped Wales getting over the gain line. Their defence has been enormous.
Long, long way to go.
Forwards hold.
Friesland sends it high. Trimble, who's had a lot of work, comes and claims magnificently, and Ireland get the penalty again.
Well, those 50-50 calls going Ireland's way at the moment. Liam Williams just on the field, not releasing Andrew Trimble, and just to confirm, George North is positioned now at outside centre.
Oh, Sexton will be hopping mad with himself. He's missed touch and missed the opportunity to force Ireland deep inside Welsh territory. They do have it back though to Rob Kearney, who I've rarely seen as focused before a game as he was in the build-up to this one in the 20 minutes or so before kick-off. Cian Healy bounces off the first tackle, gets Ireland up to the Welsh 10-metre line. Murray, Sexton. That one is for Darcy to chase. Halfpenny comes and does very well under pressure.
Well, he's not the biggest of men, but he's really solid under that high ball. But going back to the missed penalty, Ryle, you would expect a Johnny Sexton. He was looking for every extra inch, and really that's a pity, because Ireland with the line-out maul, early evidences, they have the dominance there, and you just feel that's a missed opportunity.
Halfpenny kicks it down almost the centre of the pitch where Kearney was in wait, and Kearney sends it high. And up goes Priestland, and Carney challenges, but it's knocked forward off Rob Carney, and it's fallen into the arms of Liam Williams, and now Wales go wide. And it's Cuthbert who has it out there, and North is on his shoulder. Tackle from O'Driscoll. Heaslip went in search of the ball, but it's still there for Wales, and Jenkins offloads to Alan Wynne-Jones, and Cian Healy goes low, and Wynne-Jones gets the ball away. That's Lydiot in the centre of midfield, but Ireland after it, but this time illegally at the breakdown, and Wales get their second penalty.
Well, that's the issue when you compete for ball on the ground like that.
Beyond the ball. Okay, yeah, calm down. Oh, no, just listen to me. Just got to calm down. You can't be screaming at me. I've got to make those decisions. You just need to calm down. You've got the penalty, all right? We'll watch.
Yeah, just listening to Wayne Barnes there. Mike Phillips, we know he does get excited every now and then, but Peter O'Mahony, age poacher, you are going to get pinged at times. It happened to Sean O'Brien against New Zealand. He was outstanding that day, but the back row forward has to play on the edge all the time, and if you're going to give away a penalty against Wales, make sure it's in their opposition half. Don't give Lee Halfpenny the chance to kick a goal. What it has done, of course, is given them a very good attacking opportunity here. Good offload from Alan Wynne-Jones. Dan Lydiot hasn't really got into the game, but Ireland just need to be a little bit smarter at the breakdown.
Wales were in this position before, but couldn't manufacture anything. It's taken by Andrew Coombs, and now with Hibbert, and Rory Best is there to meet his opposite number. Wales in to try and clean it out. Ireland are competing again. Have they turned it over again? That would be remarkable. It is. Outstanding work from Ireland at the breakdown. And into touch it goes. I have a sense it may well be O'Mahony again.
That is brilliant. Stopping Wales on their tracks. As it is, Ireland are forcing Wales to throw to the front of the line-out. The only clean ball they're winning is from Coombs at the front. It's almost as if Ireland are conceding that area, then working their way, not allowing them over the advantage line. But O'Mahony continuing from where he was last week. That's three brilliant steals.
Wales take it at the front of the line-out, but they a mouthful of Jamie Heaslip, followed by Conor Murray, and are forced back towards their own 10-metre line. Williams. They'll feel they need to go through some patterns, Wales, and get themselves into this game. It's been very much a defensive effort played in their own half. Here's Trimble. Warburton wraps him up. Roberts goes in, and Ireland need to get numbers there to secure possession, which they do. Here's Sexton, who feigns one way, goes back the other way, and kicks it down, and Priestland never budged, watched it all the way, and sees a big open space over on that far side, which Brian O'Driscoll will scamper back towards, but that is a probing kick from the Welsh out half, and it gives his side a lift and forces them back towards the Irish 22 again.
Well, it's also recognition from Priestland that Wales need to try and get some territory because the wind's slightly favouring Wales, but they just can't control the ball. As we see Ireland here, Peter O'Mahony turning over more possession, but also from a line-out point of view, last line-out, you see Wales having to throw a little dinky one to the front. When you see that happening, you know you're putting the opposition's line-out under pressure.
Rory Best, 72nd international cap, scored a couple of tries against Wales, one in 07, one in 2012. Ireland trying to get that maul moving forward again. Referee warns him. Murray saw a little gap. Carney not held in the tackle, entitled to get up. Lydiot goes in search of the ball, but it's protected by Ireland. Here's O'Mahony. Murray, not out of the top drawer of Conor Murray. Box kicks, and it's given possession very cheaply back to Wales. Halfpenny decides he's going to continue the aerial ping pong, and it's knocked forward by a Welsh hand, and after that, and it's been a poor couple of seconds in terms of delivery of the basic skills from both sides. Will resume with the scrum and a put into Ireland.
Yeah, it has, Ryle, but I think Wales are running out of ideas. When you see Lee Halfpenny kicking up a ball to nothing really. Wales, they've seemed to have lost their shape in the back line. No opportunity there for him to go wide. I think Ireland have Wales seriously rattled here.
Have a look. He's going to hit high, he's going to keep his arm nice and high. Shoulder, green one. Make sure when you come down. Green one, shoulder. Green one, thank you. Crouch. Bind.
Just the second scrum of the afternoon. The first one ended up in a penalty to Wales.
Yeah, it's incredible. You can practice scrummaging all week, and I think Ireland had only 8 in the game against Scotland. You know, when you have a dominant scrum, you're looking for more. But again, the weather conditions are favouring less scrums. Handling is a little bit better than we might have expected earlier on in the week.
Wait on my bind. Crouch. Bind. Set.
And it's Ireland's penalty this time. The referee straight on to Gethin Jenkins, and we still haven't had a fully completed scrum.
Yeah, he moved over to that side of the scrum because the issues were between Gethin Jenkins and Mike Ross early on.
This needs to change, this needs to get better.
Just talking to Rory Best there, he leads the scrum. As hooker, you're the one in charge of the engagement.
High, please.
Gethin Jenkins, again, just having a word with Jenkins. Get your arm up. Arm must be up and over the opposition tight head.
We need it stable. Not for me. They're allowed. On the bind, maybe they're allowed. High arms, stability.
The scrum debate continues. Ireland, through that penalty, have forced this line out. It's taken at the tail by Devon Toner. Now Sexton and O'Driscoll at phenomenal pace. And on a good angle, gets the momentum going. And Ireland skip it out to Carney, who's got Trimble outside, running out of space, steps back inside. Lovely work from Trimble. Excellent. 6-7 metres short of the Welsh line. No scrum half for Ireland, and it's picked up by Wales, and Carney for a moment thought he could sense an interception, but Ireland, having done the build-up work, the execution at the breakdown wasn't what it was supposed to be, and Wales fire it to touch and breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Well, it was brilliant work from Andrew Trimble because he had no space to work with, but Rob Carney saved a very important intervention, I think. But just look here, Carney, Trimble stretching out to the touchline, dances inside Alan Wynne-Jones and Adam Jones, keeps the ball, just breaks out here. Ireland just losing their focus, but if Rob Carney hadn't come in there, Wales had a 2-man overlap, could have had a run down the field.
Best, Heaslip, Murray, again Falatau shoots out of the line out. Murray is forced to hold on. Not controlled again, it just popped out, and Cian Healy has to go back to retrieve the ball. Coombs puts the tackle on him. Devon Toner playing scrum half. O'Connell there in support, O'Mahony also, and now Conor Murray is restored to his rightful position. Sexton, despite the efforts of Gethin Jenkins, gets the kick away. Up goes Trimble again, and it's the substitute Liam Williams who did very well to win the ball in the air, and it's quicker ball for Wales, and they've recognised that maybe they have something out wide. Roberts runs into Jamie Heaslip. O'Driscoll stands off Toner as well. Don't commit to that ruck. Gethin Jenkins, Phillips, Priestland, Lee Halfpenny, Falatau, Gordon Darcy in front of him. Falatau doesn't hold on to the ball, knocks it forward, advantage Ireland, and who's there to hoover it up? O'Mahony, Heaslip. Lydiate is the one to make the tackle.
Don't go in there, no.
Phillips told to leave it alone. Henry makes sure that he does. Murray, box kick. Again, Halfpenny is up to make the tackle. Is Carney, not controlled by Wales. Ireland pour in numbers, looking for possession, but I think Wales have secured. They have. Here's Coombs through the dummy. A couple of Irish defenders bought it, and Heaslip looks for possession, and the referee says penalty Wales.
Andrew Coombs doing well there, very good ball carrier. He's a converted back row, so very comfortable with the ball in hand. Ireland are gambling though. They're slowing down the recycling of the Welsh possession. Wales just not managing to get their big runners in over the game line with just glimpses of what Jamie Roberts is capable of. But interestingly as well, Ryle, most of the injuries are Welsh. They seem to be going down way more often as we watch Andrew Coombs in possession. Jimmy Heaslip there is deemed off his feet. That's what the penalty is for. But Wales seem to be feeling the impact of the collisions more than Ireland. Even though there was so much talk about this 6-day turnaround, it hasn't impacted the way Ireland are playing.
Wales, yeah. Okay, fellas, we good?
As we head towards the half-hour mark, Donal, are we at a point now when you consider the possession and the territory and the momentum that Ireland have, that they'll look at that scoreboard, as will Wales, and say, from a Welsh perspective, it could be worse. From an Irish perspective, it should be more.
Yeah, I think, but again, it's a question of taking your chances when they arise. I think Ireland will be quite happy. 6-0 in this game is a big lead, given that there's nothing between the sides. But Wales, I think the most important thing is Ireland has stopped Wales from getting that momentum over the gain line. That's the key to their game. They don't have a plan B.
Shortened line out for Hibbert and Wales. It's been a set piece that hasn't worked for them and hasn't worked again as Devon Toner pulls it back on the Irish side, and the ball should be there for Conor Murray. Cian Healy does the clean out job with a certain ferocity. Williams waits. Trimble, he's been outstanding in the opening half hour, competes. Hibbert had the ball, he dropped it, and Mike Ross sticks out an arm and pulls it back on the Irish side. Conor Murray kicks it away. Lee Halfpenny and Sexton with plenty of time. Big kick from Jonathan Sexton, fielded by Liam Williams, making his Six Nations debut, although this is his 9th international cap. Trimble fielded that well. Carney had a look. Halfpenny comes again, the fullbacks meet. Who has it? Ireland, Murray, Sexton. Heaslip goes in chase. Priestland is the defender for Wales. Priestland gets the ball, and touch was his only option, and the crowd are on their feet and sense that this is a pivotal moment.
Without question, this is the area of the field that Ireland wanted to get into. But you talk about matchups before the game, you talk about hangovers from the Lions tour. 15, Rob Kearney really never had a chance to compete for that Lions test place because of Lee Halfpenny's kicking ability. The aerial ability of both players unquestioned, but there it was, hanging in the air, a 50-50 between the two. Kearney won it, and as a result of that now, Ireland in a position where they've scored against both New Zealand and Scotland from a line-out maul.
Possession is the first task secured. Henry, Healy, Ireland on the march, over the line and down. Try given. I think it's Henry. Ireland have the first try of the afternoon at the Aviva, and it is Chris Henry who scores his first international try. And you knew when they got into that position that that had the potential to be the outcome, and how they delivered.
Yeah, and it goes back. This is where the 50-50 ball was. Kearney doing brilliantly. He fought and he fought. He won the possession in the end. That set up the field position here. Precision from Johnny Sexton, parallel to the touchline. Priestland left with no choice, and here we have it, the line out. Toner providing. Look at the momentum of the maul. Right from the minute that Chris Henry had the ball, they just couldn't stop it, and that is textbook, taken off the training ground. John Plumtree, the forwards coach, can really be happy with that. But there's a man, the number 7 jersey. Everybody fretted when Sean O'Brien was out of the team, and what a lot he was, a loss. But Chris Henry, what a moment for him.
Shows what?
Terrific strike. Up go the flags. And now that scoreboard reflects what Ireland will feel has been their dominance of this first half. 33 and a half minutes gone, Ireland 13, Wales 0.
Well, you asked the question a few minutes ago, did 6-0 reflect Ireland's dominance? They would have been happy with the position, but they're 10 times happier now. Execution magnificent once they get in that 22.
Trimble calls, Williams comes up, Phillips is the man to make the tackle.
Good work, 9.
Murray, Halfpenny again in the perfect position and fires the pass out, a long pass to Rhys Priestland, but Ireland's line was up quickly. Dave Kearney knew there was space in behind, Priestland saw it and Kearney retreats and does well. Downfield it goes and it's Priestland again and Halfpenny who looked to go back the other way. Here's Williams, he took his eye off the ball and Cian Healy knew he wasn't going to get there, stayed on his feet, waited for Williams to get to his and put the Welshman to ground. But Wales, crucially from their perspective, have held on to possession. Darcy trying to make a nuisance of himself. Alan Wynne-Jones plays scrum half. Coombs is the man to take it forward, a bit like a year ago in the first half. Coombs, one of the few Welshmen in the pack to stand up to Ireland. Here's Trimble again, he's seemingly everywhere. Kearney through the first tackle, Warburton puts him to ground along with Phillips. Heaslip, there's an intensity about Ireland. Offload, Devon Toner. Toner looks for Rory Best. Best does well. Darcy slapped away by Coombs, but into a Irish arms. I think it was Mike Ross. Sexton going to punch it into that corner again. And that's okay, says the touch judge, despite Liam Williams suggesting that it hit the line and therefore was out on the full. But Ireland are looking to turn the screw and Wales look shell-shocked.
Well, Liam Williams was offering that opinion in hope because it was miraculously in play. Brilliant kick again from Johnny Sexton. He's had a marvellous opening 35 minutes to this game. You just look at it, it's about a half an inch inside the line. Perfect.
Green open.
That was very close.
Green open.
See why Williams asked the question. I think that evidence was conclusive. There's a free at the line out.
Green open 3 times. Well, talk to your players at the back to tell you.
Ireland penalised for not keeping the gap in that line out.
Yeah, but what they're doing, Ryle, is they're putting pressure on the Wales line out. Every time they form up, they're looking around it as if Ireland know where the ball is going. And Wales, there is a definite panic in that Welsh pack in terms of where do they even throw the ball into the line-out, because O'Connell, Toner, O'Mahony, Chris Henry, all putting pressure on that Welsh throw.
Gaps 5, good.
Best goes towards the tail. Devon Toner again. Sexton takes it up to the line and then pops it off to Gordon Darcy. O'Driscoll makes sure possession is secured. Sexton back inside to Rory Best, who acrobatically takes the ball, pivots and takes the tackle. Murray, Sexton
Hold 9.
over the head of Williams, and the bounce away from the Welsh replacement and down deep into Welsh territory. And as the clock ticks towards the 40-minute mark, Ireland, albeit with a Welsh put into the line out, are asking the questions again. Hibbert thinking about trying to take it quickly while you watch that replay. It's not going to happen now, but no doubt Ireland will compete and ask questions of this Welsh line out once again. O'Connell readies himself, but Hibbert and Coombs do what they need to do. Trimble, Kearney, did he knock it forward? Yes, he did. It's a rare moment from Andrew Trimble and Rob Kearney. Trimble, in truth, of inaccuracy.
Yeah, I think it's the first mistake Rob Kearney has made since the championship has started. He's been outstanding, carrying forward his excellent form from Leinster, but Johnny Sexton is giving a masterclass in terms of directing traffic, pinning Wells back, superb line kicking out of him. He's you can see, Riley, he's almost liberated, back in the company of people that he's comfortable with. He's had a difficult start to his career in Racing Metro, but he's just growing here in front of us.
Set.
Now the scrum has been unmanageable from the referee's perspective. He offers another penalty. Phillips, as his want, takes it quickly and keeps the ball in hand. Ireland had a gap there, but they shut the door reasonably quickly. Lydiot, well, there was obstruction.
Well, there's nothing going right for Wales at the moment. When you consider 9 of this Welsh side started that third test against Australia. Is he confident or what?
That's exactly right.
He's having a pop-up goal from, what, I'd say 7-8 metres inside his own half.
And you just see Andrew Coombs, the one. Difficult for him to get out of the way, but it was obstruction.
The wind,
it is swirling. It's obviously in favour of Ireland more than I thought, given that Johnny Sexton is favouring this position.
Well, there are a few flags down on the left-hand side as we look, and they are blowing at this point more in the direction of being behind Ireland's back, although it depends when you happen to look at them.
Yeah, look, I'll get you closer to make sure that can't happen, but for me I can see the feet just chasing through, so...
This may well be the last act of the first half. The clock hits 40. Sexton's kick will not get there. And that should be and is that at the end of a first half where Ireland were the ones who asked all the questions and Wales didn't have that many answers. In 3 words, Ireland: control, accuracy, dynamism, and they lead it by 13 points to 0. Ireland making their way back. Wales already there, and just checking to see if there are any changes on either side. There's the Irish try score from the first half. Chris Henry just making his way. There he is. And no changes on either side from the teams that finished the first half. If you joined us a little late, Liam Williams on for the Welsh in the back line. Scott Williams, the centre, had to go, and it's meant that George North has moved into outside centre and Williams to the wing. What answers do Wales have, if any? We're about to find out in the second half of this test match. Second weekend of RBS Six Nations. Calcutta Cup match to come after this between Scotland and England, and then France and Italy tomorrow, but all eyes on the Aviva. And this, well, you have to say, outstanding effort from Ireland in the first half, considering the hype, considering all that had gone before it, all the questions that were being asked. You couldn't have asked for more from Ireland in that first half.
No, you couldn't. I think Ireland have outthought and they've outfought this Welsh outfit, only conceding 3 penalties in that opening 40 minutes.
And we saw what Wales could do last year when Ireland looked to be out of sight and over the horizon. They managed a recovery. That won't help their cause as Ireland turn the ball over, and Darcy gets away and passes to Murray, and Devon Toner did well to control it, and now it's with Peter O'Mahony, who decides to add a kicking game to the back row forward, and that is absolutely perfect.
Well, everything the guy is doing at the moment is just outstanding. Consummate footballer, played on the wing of course for Ireland at a stage last year, but Rory Best one-on-one. Hibbard again, a Lions combination. One hooker made the test side, the other didn't. Best making his presence felt.
Wales win their own line-out ball, and Priestland delays. Best got up there, and where's it off to? It's with Williams. Back with Priestland again. This time unopposed. Sends the ball downfield where Andrew Trimble gathers as Rob Kearney. Trimble thought about the kick, then decided to hold on, and Warburton eventually puts him to ground. Ireland holding on to possession. Here's Sexton, who sees a gap and asks Kearney to try and find a way through. Quick ball again. Murray for Darcy, who'll undoubtedly carry it up. Roberts tries to get to him. Phillips eventually puts him down, but not before Darcy gets across the gain line. Dave Carney, who found a way through a couple of doors that looked like they were shut in the first half, not able to on that occasion. Rory Best with Paul O'Connell on his shoulder. Conor Murray, Sexton. Ireland going through the phases again. Sexton saw a gap. Hibbard made the tackle along with Lydiate. Murray, O'Driscoll back inside. Terrific ball handling from Ireland. Murray, O'Driscoll, little kick in behind. And into touch it goes. Did it come off a Welsh defender on its way through?
Paul O'Connell seems to think so, and he's right.
It did. It took a little clip. You could almost, I think I picked it up on the sound from the referee's microphone. And that's what's given Ireland the put into the line out. Kick from O'Driscoll. Have a little look. Yep.
Yeah. Was it Liam? No, Priestland, I think. And again, you go back, I think Ronan O'Gara highlighted last week in studio that Priestland takes a long time to get the ball from his hand to his foot, and Ireland have worked on that because block kick there, first one, he felt that would happen, but again the line out in the right position in the field.
Surely too far out to consider a maul that they could score from. O'Connell gathers possession and advantage being played to Ireland. O'Connell, was he taken out in the air? We'll go back and look after this advantage plays out, and again all sorts of movement. Runners asking questions of the Welsh defence. Paul O'Connell though takes the direct route and sets it up for Conor Murray. Wales have their defence set. Murray looking for the little offload to Brian O'Driscoll, but just couldn't manage it. Cian Healy takes it around the corner, and again it's done with purpose, it's done with pace, and the ball is there for O'Connell and Mike Ross. And Ross is put to ground by Lydiate and Warburton. Possession there for Murray. Heaslip dances around Hibbard. O'Mahony on his shoulder, and the referee decides no advantage. Will go back for the original penalty at the line out.
Yeah, I just wondered, thankfully the referee hadn't said advantage over. You just see Paul O'Connell in the air, in possession, but he's taken out before he comes down to ground.
You're taking the supporter.
You just see it there.
He's taking the supporter is the referee's clarification.
Whoever tackle number one.
But Ireland have a decision now. Will they go for goal? I think they will. Johnny
Whoever
Sexton.
tackle number one.
Why not? He's 3 from 4, but the one before half time was a bit speculative. I think he knew the clock was up and he said, look, nothing to lose, have a go. I just wondered, was there any debate about going to the corner? But I think Paul O'Connell is right. Build the score, keep it going, get Wales out of range. Remember at one stage last year Ireland led by 27 points. Wales fought their way back into the game. I saw them do it against South Africa in November, but right now the door seems to be slammed shut in their face.
Well, those flags I was telling you about in the first half are standing limp at the moment behind the Welsh goal as Jonathan Sexton lines this one up. Up go the flags again. First blood of the second half is to Ireland. Almost 6 minutes gone. They lead it by 16 points to 0.
Yeah, and the decision to go for post, absolutely correct there. Ireland getting the reward. And incredible to think, Ryle, we're 46 minutes into the game. Lee Halfpenny hasn't been offered one kick at goal yet.
Priestland changes the point of attack, and it's taken by Cuthbert. O'Driscoll there to make the tackle. Wales will surely have a patch in this game. They haven't had one yet. Faletau is cut off before he can get to the gain line. Quick ball though, and Priestland looks to see what's in midfield. That pass was flat, some of the crowd believing it was forward. Phillips, that's good work, and Halfpenny manages to get away. Wales almost up to the Irish 22. Adam Jones winning his 91st international cap today drives Wales towards the Irish 22. messy, scrappy ball, but Phillips does okay. Hibbard tries to run over Peter O'Mahony, but is put to ground. Priestland once more. Roberts attacks the Irish 22. Jamie Roberts away from the first tackle of Brian O'Driscoll and is put to ground. Phillips, Priestland, space at a premium, and George North is wrapped up. This is as close as Wales have come to putting something on the board, and Ireland's defence is asked questions and they call up the big guns. Wales, Cuthbert the one to carry. Phillips, Darcy and Toner combined to put him to ground. Slow ball. Falatau will pick and go. Murray and O'Driscoll combined to put him down. Wales knocking on the door. Phillips, Warburton. Ireland up quickly. Tackle made. Ireland going after the ball again. And would you believe it? It is a masterclass from Peter O'Mahony. Every time he puts on that Irish shirt, he grows in stature and he grows in importance.
Well, people wondered why at 23 years of age he was made captain of Munster. That's why.
If that gets involved again, he mightn't stay on the pitch. Calm down, he's gone back 10 metres.
Now Mike Phillips is warned for the final time, it would seem.
Yeah, but that's royal. That's all signs of frustration in Wales. That's exactly what you want to see. Their key players shouting and roaring, losing their heads. O'Mahony, his work at the breakdown has just been incredible in this game so far. But again, just why I had preached caution a while ago, it's the first time that Wales managed to build any momentum. They were getting the Norths and the Roberts running at the opposition. But look at O'Mahony, on his feet, entitled to contest possession. He's not the tackler, and as a result of that, that is a textbook poach from him.
Rory Best to Devon Toner. Ireland go to the maul. Best at the back. Cian Healy joins him and adds his considerable weight to get the momentum moving forward. Ireland with the advantage again. Little dink over the top from Sexton. Halfpenny read it well, and there is no advantage, so back we go.
Their dominance in that line-out area is so pronounced, it's becoming embarrassing for Wales. I mean, Ireland are able to do what they want up front. Paul O'Connell, just that calm assurance. Devon Toner next to him, he's having a marvellous game as well. Everybody working their socks off. Cian Healy carrying, harrying, putting in the tackles, and of course Johnny Sexton, as Conor said at half-time, he's just given a masterclass in terms of game management.
Sexton's penalty brings play halfway between the Welsh 10-metre line and the 22, and Ireland will get the foot into the line out.
But this is the type of control I'm talking about. Ball at the back of the maul. All Wales can do is collapse it. You see Paul O'Connell being dragged down. He doesn't have the ball, and I think the crowd are saying it all.
Just Wales on top.
At the back. Murray is released. Little pop back inside to Dave Carney, but it went forward.
Yeah, it was forward, but Dave Carney again, and that has been a sign of the hunger within the team. The work of the two wingers, Dave Carney and Andrew Trimble, coming in off their wing, constantly looking for work. And when you consider Ireland coming in without Tommy Bowe, without Luke Fitzgerald, withoot Keith Earls, and both Carney and Trimble really standing up and justifying their selection. It's not Carney's fault that it was forward, but super game from him.
You all right? We've been good so far. Look at yours and yours. Yeah, we're going to come this side and have a look. Okay, watch on. To the left of that and nice and close to it. Let me come in.
Alan Alan Wynne-Jones
Well, let's get it.
asking the
Good
questions, grasping at straws, it would seem, from even the body language. There's no belief even in the questions that he's asking of the referee.
Well, I couldn't agree more with him, and he's complaining to the ref about Ireland losing inside arms and lineouts. You know they're under pressure.
A completed scrum is there for Wales, and they get towards North moving forward. A rare occasion.
Really come off the ball, please.
And Ireland penalised this time for
Must clearly see you come off the ball.
not coming off the ball, and it's O'Driscoll who's penalised. Got to be seen to release the tackler before you go competing.
Yeah, but the tackle I think was affected by Gordon Darcy. He spoke during the week, look, he's given away 2 or 3 stone to some of these Welsh backs, but he's specialised in that chop tackle, taking players around the ankles. And what happens then is O'Driscoll comes in over the top looking for the poach. Just see here, there is Darcy in and around the ankles, and O'Driscoll then as the support player looking for the steal, but unfortunately Darcy pinged for not releasing.
Thank you.
But that's just the work of 2 players. I think 53 times today they've played together, which is phenomenal at this level.
Phillips for Priestland. Cuthbert tackle from O'Driscoll. Wales come around the corner and try and go again. That kick is going to just bobble its way into touch just inside the Irish 22. Since it may well be Welsh ball, did it come off an Irishman on the way through?
Not allowed to.
Yeah, again we just see Ireland here just a little bit slower than Wales coming up, but they have their men covered. Great tackle again by O'Driscoll. Priestland nowhere to turn, just puts the ball into touch, which given the way this Irish lineout has gone, 13 lineouts, 100% return. Kicking the ball to touch is not doing Wales any favours.
Competition is good, says the referee, and the competition is won on this occasion by Wales as Phillips looks to test the Irish defence, and Sexton and Healy look to hold them up. Ball should be there for Wales. Phillips has nobody on this near side, goes to Coombs, and they'll set up for Alan Wynne-Jones. Ireland set their defence up quickly, line speed decent, don't allow Wales to get up ahead of steam, but the Welsh have secured possession again, and as they have it, they don't control it, and Ireland come pouring through, and it's eventually knocked forward by Warburton, and the captain drops his head. And you made the point to me at half-time, you're not convinced that Sam Warburton is fit.
Well, he couldn't be fit. He's played no rugby, and Justin Tipuric is an outstanding open side forward. Again, you just see the pressure here. It's the other way around this time. O'Driscoll makes the tackle, and Darcy is the one who's in over the top looking for the steal. But look at the way Ireland are harrying and harassing at the breakdown. Conor Murray putting the pressure on there, and Warburton, to me, he's not fit. I'll give you an interesting stat, Ryle. Wales have lost 10 of the last games. As we see a change, Paul O'Connell coming off.
Comes off, and Dan Tuohy comes on.
The point I was making, Wales have only won 1 of their last 10 games with Warburton as captain, which is incredible given that he was the Lions captain. And listen to the ovation that O'Connell is getting.
Well, he's put in 54 minutes. He said he was fine after the chest infection, but
he was on a course of antibiotics. You couldn't be fine 4 days after that, and Marty Moore coming in for his second cap. And it just shows the confidence that Ireland have in the bench to be making these changes at this stage of the game.
The rain, as you can see, has started to fall. Still
same as last.
Lots of blue sky up there, but should only be a shower that'll pass, but makes the conditions just a little bit more difficult.
Crouch.
Do you know what I think as well, Ryle? It's almost a nod to Dan Tuohy. You played so well last week. We're not afraid to take the captain off and give you another opportunity.
Yeah, okay, let's come have a look. Yeah, there we are. Close. Out we come. Out we come. Closer. Want you closer. Closer again, please, Red. Thank you. Sam, we'll have a look. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Penalty goes to Wales. Marty Moore
Elbow was
is
high from him.
penalised on that far side. And surely Halfpenny will be called up.
Go for job.
55 minutes though, Ryle, before he gets a shot at goal. I mean, that tells you everything about Ireland's discipline. Joe Smith spoke about it coming into the game, and they've been true to that. You just see Warburton gets it back from Cian Healy as he was binding there, but Marty Moore has had a phenomenal rise. He's up against a wily old character in Gethin Jenkins, and he just said, welcome to the real world, son.
Here is Lee Halfpenny. 357 international points, 26 of those have come in his previous 5 caps against Ireland. On the day of his 50th international cap, it's remarkably his first shot at goal. No doubt, up go the flags. Wales are on the board. 56 minutes gone. Ireland 16, Wales 3.
Yeah, you expect them to slot those all the time, but if anything, I think the weather conditions now will make it even more difficult for Wales, because we know their set piece has been poor, and once again Ireland, they have managed to starve the likes of Jamie Roberts, Cuthbert, George North. They've had precious little opportunity with the ball in hand.
Sexton gets us underway again. Falatau calls and waits, and Irish players get to him. It was Carney that made the tackle. Phillips with the kick. Rob Carney back and in position. Handling just that little bit more difficult now. Sexton fires at Priestland outside his 22, gathers the ball. Fired over the head of Falatau to Lee Halfpenny. Up quickly came Rob Carney, and Carney looked like he was held back for a moment. The ball is going to be grounded by Wales, and the crowd reacted, and I can understand why, to a momentary hold back from Halfpenny on Carney, but not enough in the referee's view.
Well, he was definitely interfered with there, but I think the ball was so far away from him, there was no way that he was ever going to get there.
Murray, Sexton has a little look out wide and sends the kick cross field. Carney chases, Carney wins. O'Mahony scoops possession for Ireland. Darcy. Good work from Gordon Darcy.
Hands away now.
Ball is there for Conor Murray. Peter O'Mahony just about held on to. Murray looking to dig it out, and Ireland get the penalty. And Wales ill-discipline at times. Some of it has been forced by Ireland, but some of it has been through their own inability to hold themselves back from doing silly things like that.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you. But Ryle, it's born out of sheer frustration, because they have no momentum. They just can't get into the game. They've been squeezed out at every opportunity. Ireland, it's all about pressure. 50-50 ball. Again, Rob Carney coming up, putting pressure on the receiver. O'Mahony, every time he gets the ball, he looks to go forward. Ball presentation is good. Gethin Jenkins is off his feet, interfering with play there.
Looks good. It is good. Sexton continues to keep the scoreboard ticking over for Ireland. We head towards the hour mark. Ireland lead it by 19 points to 3.
Again, a marvellous kick there from Johnny Sexton. And again, Ryle, make the point. Points differential has decided so many Six Nations games. We all thought that this would be a one-score game. I know there's 20 minutes to go, but Ireland must keep the foot on the accelerator in terms of the pressure that it must put on Wales.
Ball is turned over. Wales have it. Here's Warburton. Jamie Roberts is wrapped up by Darcy as Ireland go in search of the ball of the breakdown again, but don't win it. Lydiate takes it on. Devon Toner does enough to put him to ground. Phillips for Gethin Jenkins. Two Irish players there. One is Marty Moore, the other Jamie Heaslip. Priestland, and it's knocked forward in contact, and it's advantage Ireland as Falatau looks to get the ball back for Wales, but he's not going to be able to do it.
Just knock on.
And it's there now for Cian Healy. Murray, O'Driscoll and Carney will go after that, but the box kick is not executed well, and the referee has decided he's going to go back and give the scrum to Ireland for the original knock-on.
Yeah, you can see Conor Murray grimacing there. He knows that's a poor kick out of him, but again, it's the pressure in defence, the line speed coming up. Ireland time and time again are forcing Wales into making the mistakes. The defensive pressure they've exerted today, exemplary, as we see Fergus McFadden coming on.
And Andrew Trimble is the one that's called ashore. Trimble was receiving a little bit of attention earlier on, about 5 minutes ago, and clearly they've decided let's not risk it.
And again, he's getting a well-deserved response from the crowd, because everything he's done today has been excellent. Great game, Andrew Trimble.
And Wales are going to ring the changes as well. Into the game comes Ken Owens, which means Hibbert is gone, and Rodri Jones comes in as well, which means that Adam Jones is gone.
2 and 3 done.
So 2 changes in the front row for Wales.
Yeah, Rodri Jones, a young tight head from the Scarlets, a lot expected of him in Wales. Adam Jones, marvellous career, he won't go on forever. This guy is really highly rated by those who follow Welsh rugby.
Some attention for one of the Irish players.
Wait for it.
2 or 3 of the medical staff around, just trying to see who it is. Is it O'Mahony?
Yeah, I think it is. He needs an old rub every game. Really puts his body on the line.
Here's your mark. Right, up close. Hit high.
And clearly they all do. There's an X factor about his physicality that you would have said that O'Driscoll has as well. There's just that extra bit. He doesn't seem to have any caution button in his brain at all.
And I can tell you, Riley, he's played like that since he's been 12 years of age.
Heaslip, Murray, Darcy, and Wales just stand back and let him come at them. Murray, box kick, is better this time. Taken though by Cuthbert, and Rory Bestu was there to make the tackle, but Wales have ball, and Priestland decides to play for territory. Doesn't execute particularly well, and Rob Carney gathers and hoops one high, and Halfpenny's had to come a long way, and Carney's gone after it again, and it's popped back on the Irish side after a knock forward.
2 knock-ons, first in the air.
First one is from Wales. The put into the scrum will be to Ireland.
It's incredible, Ryan, the number of times we've seen Ireland kick the ball where the receiving Welsh player has an Irish player breathing down his neck. Ireland in the autumn internationals guilty of kicking far too long, no chance for the chaser, but Rob Carney on this occasion, he's the one who put in the kick, chasing it, 50-50 ball, and that has been the story of Ireland's kick chase today.
Same again. Good height. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Wales look to get a shove on, but Ireland happy to control and counter, and Heaslip picks, and Phillips half-heartedly wraps himself around the Irish number 8's legs, eventually puts him to ground. Sexton, Welsh line up quickly, in behind it goes, Carney against Halfpenny, and Halfpenny knocks it into touch, and the touch judge is not having any. He doesn't agree. The ball will be for Wales.
Already in touch.
Already in touch, says
You can't go quick.
Wayne Barnes. Irish crowd furious. Wales through Coombs, without Mahoney for attention, but illegally. And the penalty will be to Wales.
What stops? Deal with him. Go and deal with him. No, you go and deal with him. Stop. Stop. I didn't mean to. Stop. You know what I mean? Stop. Contact's in the air. Okay, I'm going to talk to him about his reaction. But don't get up and scream at me. You're telling you. Okay, if you carry on, I'm going to put you in the bin. Do you understand? Relax. The captain is number 8. I'll talk to him. You've made contact in the air. You know it's dangerous. Let me deal with it, please.
Well, it was a definite penalty. Peter O'Mahony interfering with the Welsh player. He's cribbing about the reaction afterwards, but look, he is the high moral ground at the moment. He's better off keeping his mouth shut. But worry I see for Ireland now, because Dan Toohey looks as if he has a hand injury. You're just watching the reaction here.
Go on, Peter, better than that.
Well, while you watch that, there is another change. Toohey has been brought straight down the tunnel to the dressing room area, and well, there's a replay, and that's only made the crowd more angry. Into the game has come Tommy O'Donnell. Priestland, Roberts, O'Donnell makes the tackle. Phillips. Big hit from Devon Toner. Wales forced backwards, forced into the mistake, and Ireland look to run it back. Darcy changes the point of attack. Wales have a couple of despairing dives at him, eventually put him to ground. Faletau competes. Murray gets the ball, but not clean ball. Lydiate feels he's turned it over. Ireland don't control it. All a little scrappy from both sides. Phillips, Alan Wynne-Jones, O'Mahony in after the ball again.
Hands away now, 7 green.
Phillips short side. Faletau the only one there. Jenkins again. Notice how quickly the Irish defensive line is up to make those tackles. They now go wide and try and punch a hole out there as Roberts and North combine, and Darcy did just enough to get to the bootlaces of the big man. Here is Priestland, Williams, Rory Best makes the tackle. Phillips again as Wales go towards the Irish 22. Ken Owens sets it up. Wales flood midfield. Priestland to Cuthbert. Offloads are good. Lydiate. Wales have men over, but they don't control the ball, and down was Jamie Roberts to secure possession, and Sexton gets to him. Phillips, North, McFadden makes the tackle. Henry goes in search of the ball, and the referee says penalty Wales, which Phillips takes quickly, and they're looking for something to give them hope in the final 14 minutes or so. Alan Wynne-Jones, Phillips, Ireland defensive line being asked all the questions now. Roberts runs into 3. Heaslip goes after the ball. Healy as well, and penalty is offered as Gethin Jenkins comes tearing in to try and secure possession. Phillips isn't going to hang around, goes quickly, feigns to pass, holds on himself, and Warburton is 4 metres short of the Irish line. Moore makes the tackle, but Wales inch closer. And is that a penalty? It is, but it's to Ireland because he saw the line, and he did at least 2, if not 3 movements. 2. And the penalty is against Rodri Jones.
Well, it looked as if they were going to score, but you are allowed 1 movement. It has to be immediate. He took 2, if not 3. It looked as if Wales were bound to score, but Ireland trusted themselves in defence. You just see it here. Young Rodri Jones.
Double movement.
He's gone to ground there. Second movement there. And that's it. Wayne Barnes in the right position, but Ireland again, superb defence.
Number, please.
Jack McGrath is going to come into the game for Ireland. He'll win his 5th international cap, which means that Cian Healy, who was receiving attention, is coming out. Encouragement from Healy for McGrath. 44th international cap today.
I think he's in the form of his life, Ryle. The new scrummaging laws on engagement really suit his explosive power, but it's his ability to carry. With Sean O'Brien out of this side, he has more responsibility in that area, and he has really carried it through in both games in this Six Nations so far.
The rain has abated.
Don't close Wales. It's the same as it's been all day.
Problem, of course, for Ireland is somebody, probably Jamie Heaslip, will have to go into the second row if we've had a scrum. We haven't had one since Dan Tuohy has been forced off.
Slap back in a rare poor line out from Ireland, but possession secured, and Conor Murray will complete the job with something for McFadden to chase. Catch comes from Williams. McFadden gets there. 2 or 3 Irish players surround him. Did the referee shout maul? No, he did not.
Yeah, referee just explaining there, Williams was the guy who took the kick, so therefore he'll get the put into the scrum. But again, Ryle, I've made mention of it already, but Ireland's kicking game today has been absolutely fantastic. Again, Fergus McFadden, the one now who closing the space, the pressure. But look at the number of green jerseys looking in there, trying to affect the choke tackle, but Williams managed to get the ball to ground.
Balance, nice height. Crouch!
It's O'Mahony who's gone into the second row. Heaslip still anchors out the scrum. Henry on this near side, O'Donnell on that far side. The Welsh back row remains the same, and Ireland get the shove on, and Falatau picks the ball up, but Henry is standing and waiting to make the tackle, and Wales retreat about 10 yards from where the actual scrum took place. Phillips, Priestland, little kick in behind for his 3/4 line to chase Conor Murray. Watched it all the way, got there. Wales arrived, but possession should be secured and is secured.
Ryan, you go back to this previous scrum. You talk about hunger in a game. That's Jack McGrath, loose head, Peter O'Mahony in the second row behind him, Marty Moore at tight head, and Ireland just drive Wales backwards.
A few more changes coming for Wales, as you can see.
There we go.
Jake Ball, the man with the big beard, is going to make his international debut. And into the game also is going to come Paul James and Justin Topurik, who many Welsh fans believe should have been starting.
I think it should have been starting. Probably played well. Probably didn't stand out as much as people would have expected against Italy last week. But I think he's an out-and-out 7, a great link player.
Out comes Lydiot, and Coombs comes out as well. Devin Toner secures possession for Ireland, and they go to the ball again. And Heaslip has at the back, in Ireland continue. Heaslip ducks out of the way, lets the train form in front of him again. It's incredibly well delivered as Murray peels away 5 metres short of the Welsh line. Ball not controlled on this near side, knock forward. Welsh possession. After all the good work of them all, Ireland don't manage to hold on to possession. Phillips will feed Priestland, and down the line goes Priestland, and the referee says advantage over Rob Kearney. Runs it straight back, the ball presented well. Murray has Jamie Heaslip, and Heaslip little kick in behind, and Heaslip's going after this himself, but surely Halfpenny will beat him there. He does.
Yeah, the kick just a little bit too deep. But you go back to that previous maul, Royal, and the thing that really impresses me, Ireland with only half of their starting pack, the personnel doesn't matter, the execution is the same.
Stop, you're all off.
And you have to consider the forwards coach and his impact.
No question about that. John Plumtree wasn't known by a lot of people here in Ireland, but he's a very good track record, and since he's come in, I think worked wonders with this Irish pack.
Cronin comes in, and Best, who's put in another terrific shift, is called out.
But I'd love to see, Royal, the stats for the tackles that Ireland's front five have made, because Rory Best has really put in a very good shift there, as had Cian Healy, Devon Toner. Really solid work from everybody up front.
Alan Wynne-Jones, Mike Phillips and Rhys Priestland. Williams, Sexton in along with Darcy to make the tackle, and Warburton is there to try and help, but Ireland have flooded that breakdown and haven't got the ball back. It's Welsh ball, and not surprisingly Phillips is not hanging about, but you feel, as you have done for a while, it's now very much a lost cause from a Welsh perspective.
Yeah, Ireland even giving away the penalties in the right part of the field.
Phillips, Owens, Jamie Roberts, up quickly came Sexton, I think, and it's knocked forward, and it should be Irish ball, and it will be with the put into the scrum.
You just see all the Irish players clapping each other on the back. Their workload has been exemplary here, and again, just the speed coming up. Johnny Sexton forcing another Welsh player into error. Who is it? The player who plays outside him every week for Racine Metro, Jamie Roberts. I'm sure they'll have a chat about that afterwards.
Watch it stop, mate. Watch it stop. Your man, all right? And 10 green.
Johnny Sexton will play no further part. Paddy Jackson into the game. Jackson to win his 7th international cap.
And again, an outstanding ovation here for Johnny Sexton. Superb today. Great to see him in the form that everybody knows he's capable of. The dominant number 10 in Northern Hemisphere rugby. On a world stage now, he's outclosing ever down to the great Dan Carter in terms of the control that he exerted here today. Super performance from him.
Play away if it's stationary. Oh, look, he's going to be grabbed. Crouch. Bind. Set.
It's a terrific attacking opportunity for Ireland. Heaslip can see it and digs it out for Murray, and now O'Driscoll back and inside and out. Ball presented as Warburton goes looking forward, but it's there for Ireland.
First man, he was tackler.
Jack McGrath stopped in his tracks. Sean Cronin, explosive power of Cronin. Jackson, Darcy, Wales scamper back to make the tackles. Ireland now inside the Welsh 22. Rob Kearney with his brother on his shoulder as Wales try to force him into touch. But he just about holds on. Marty Moore, McGrath and Cronin there to secure possession for Ireland. Peter O'Mahony, he slipped there beside him. Murray, Jackson, Darcy, McFadden just couldn't hold on. Ball spilled forward, and Wales will get the put into the scrum.
It's nothing formed, so we can go off.
And they were just seeing a little bit of the effect of the rain there that we had in the second half. But really, this game has been over for a long time, and Ireland pinning Wales down in their own half of the field. Just some of the little interplays that we're so used to from the Joe Schmidt inspired Leinster sides, and I think Joe Schmidt, Royal, has had a huge impact on the way Ireland have played this game today. A tactical masterclass, I would suggest, from the Ireland coach.
No 10 degrees. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Next for Ireland, of course, away to England. For the Welsh, it's home against the French on a Friday night. Paul James into the game to win his 50th international cap in the Welsh front row. Phillips, Priestland. Moore makes the tackle. Phillips again. There is James. Ball is available, and Ireland turn it over again. Penalty Ireland. Wales not rolling away. And Phillips and O'Mahony continue at each other. There's really only been one winner of that particular duel.
Well, I think Ireland have won all the individual duels. That's been the key to their success today. You know Mike Phillips, he's a feisty character, and you often see opposition playing on that, but I'm afraid Mike Phillips has played second fiddle to this Irish side today.
Let's talk man of the match.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding performances all coming from Green. I think Paul O'Connell's laid down a marker early on in the game with a big hit, great leadership. Johnny Sexton, superb from start to finish, but really for me, Peter O'Mahony, the sustained excellence that he has shown over the last two games, his poaches at the right time of the match, his big defence, big carries, he is my RBS Six Nations man of the match.
Okay, 1 second,
and he's still out there encouraging himself and focused.
Come half a marks here, so make sure you keep behind it. Okay. Wait.
Lots of running repairs.
Number 9.
All completed now, and we will resume with the penalty, which Jackson will send into the Welsh 22. Maybe not as much distance on it as he would have liked. There, nonetheless. And Ireland were about to make a substitution there, and Brian O'Driscoll came across and went, no, not yet. It suggests Murray is required for what comes next. And it'll start with a maul. And Ireland inch forward, and continue to inch forward, and Wales grasp at bodies, but they're the wrong bodies, because Ireland continue on their way, and the crowd are on their feet, and they want this finish, and Ireland had the numbers, and now Murray considers the break, and he goes, and Ireland are over. Jackson crowns a wonderful move and a wonderful moment. And after it all simmers down, there will be another 7 points on the board for Ireland.
Yeah, what a way to finish the game, and you know, you don't want to see this nastiness. Ireland have been in control from start to finish. I think Ireland players unhappy with the way that Liam Williams came in on top of Paddy Jackson when he was grounding the ball. But look, you go back to this. This is the story of the game. Ireland dominant up front. Wales powerless to do anything about the ball. Look at Jack McGrath, they're shouting at Conor Murray. Ireland moving the point of attack. Jackson unopposed. Liam Williams, to be fair to him, I don't think there was any great intent in that. Slides in, there is contact there, he does go in with his elbow, and all of this looks worse in slow motion. But Paddy Jackson, to his credit, he got up, back back on his feet, and he's going to take the conversion.
And Conor Murray has been called ashore, and Boss is on now, and Jackson adds the extra 2, and Ireland have a 26-3 lead. And I see Mike Phillips has made his way, and I wonder, was that at the referee's request, or have we had a change at scrum half? We'll just double check that for you. Took our eyes off it for a moment while we were looking at that conversion, but Phillips is gone.
Yeah, I think Warren Gatlin might have got him out of there before he got himself in more trouble. If you look at the margin now, Ryle, 23 points this week, 22 against Scotland last week. In the context of, as I mentioned it earlier on, points differential, you really couldn't ask for more.
Wait, please.
I think that it's possible that
Number 9's gone off the pitch.
Mike Phillips has been sin-binned.
Well, I did hear the referee saying he's gone off, so maybe he did flash a card.
Warburton peels away. Henry makes the tackle. We'll confirm that yellow card or not in a moment. It matters not at this moment in time, as this will be the last play of the game. Priestland goes into play, scrum half. Priestland again. Falatau. Wales will go back, and they will lick their wounds, no doubt, and come out fighting against the French in a fortnight's time. We just didn't have the answers when Ireland asked the questions. The intensity wasn't there, and when Plan A didn't work, Plan B didn't seem to be apparent. And a team that has been so magnificent over the last 2 seasons has gone from, well, might be a little extreme to say from riches to rags in one performance, but this has been abject for them, and Ireland look to rub salt in the wounds, and Paddy Jackson goes back inside as Halfpenny tries to bat the ball away, and Carney has it, and Ireland go from their own 22 to the Welsh 22. And is there more in this? The lungs must be burning from both sets of players. Ireland continue on their way. Is there more? Heaslip with the crowd roaring them on. Boss back inside, and it's forward, and the opportunity is gone, but they're on their feet, and to a man and a woman and a child they roar their approval for what they have just seen from an Irish perspective. It won't be remembered for flamboyance, but it will be for professionalism, for being clinical, and for being committed.
No question about that. I mean, Ireland won all the big collisions, all the big one-on-ones. They were superb. The Welsh key players never got into the game. Ireland were dominant from start to finish, no more so than in the line-out, in particular that maul. Now, it's one thing having a maul, it's another thing to get yourself into the right positions to make it work. That's exactly what Ireland did, and really Twickenham in 2 weeks' time, a difficult place to go, but I think the atmosphere now within the Irish squad, there'll be a massive buzz in the build-up to that game.
Well, for the record, the final score at the Aviva Stadium, Ireland 26, Wales 3.